Hi, my name is Eric Tan. Today we'll be performing the functional movement screening, and then I have my client here, Emily. She's going to perform our first test, which will be the deep squat. So we're going to have the dowel in an overhead squat position, and then we're going to have her squat as low as possible, all while keeping everything in line. And here we go, whenever we're ready. And one more. And then let's go sideways view here. And go.
You good?
Let's do one more. All right. And the next test we're gonna, and now we'll be performing the inline lunge test. So from here, our subject will have the dowel. So her feet will be 18 inches apart, which is the length of her foot to the tibial tuberosity. The dowel should be touching the back of her head, the middle of her back, and her sacrum. Now from here, she's gonna go ahead and perform a lunge, knee to the ground, keeping the front heel down, and up, and we'll do it again. Perfect. Now let's do one more with this lateral view. And go ahead. And one more. Now let's switch sides. And go ahead. And one more. And let's do this side again with the front view. And one more. Perfect. Perform will be the hurdle step over test. So the way that this test is set up is the string is 18 inches high. It's where her tibial tuberosity is, and from here we're gonna have her hold the dowel over her shoulders, and then she's gonna have her feet right up at the board, and then from here she's gonna step over the string, all while trying to keep the knees, the hips, and the ankles in line, and she's gonna heel tap to the front of the board, and then bring her leg back, and do the same leg again. Sorry, it's okay. And then perfect. And one more for the other leg. And then let's go again, sideways. And our next test will be the shoulder flexibility test. So from here, one hand length is measured. One of our hand lengths is actually 8 inches. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and make 2 fists. And then we're gonna try and reach them as close as possible. And from here, we're at 6 inches. So we'll do the other side. And for here, you're at 5. Perfect. So she did really well for that shoulder test. The next one, we'll do the shoulder clearing. She'll reach her arm opposite clavicle and try to raise her elbow up. Is there any pain that you experience? No. And we'll do the other arm. Perfect. All right. Now the next test we'll be doing is the single leg raise. from here, we'll be doing the test on both sides. We'll have our stick halfway between the mid-length of her thigh to her anterior superior iliac spine. So for this first one, we'll be doing her left leg. So from here, she's gonna try to keep both legs as straight as possible. And as she raises, she'll raise it up as high as she can and back down. And then let's do the same side again. And back. And we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Here and raise up. And back. And again. And perfect. Now we'll do this again with a lateral view. On this left side, and down and back up, and back, and on to the other side, and back up, and there we go. Now, for the next test, we'll be performing the trunk stability. So for here, she's gonna go ahead and get up in a push-up position. And she's gonna have her thumbs at in line with her chin, since she's a female. And from here, she's gonna have her elbows. She's gonna turn her elbows straight up to the sky, and she's gonna go ahead and push up with her feet together, keeping the trunk as flat as possible, and perfect. And we'll do that again now with the lateral view. And whenever you're ready, elbows up, and perfect. Now after the trunk stability test, we'll be doing the spinal extension clearing. So if you can go back to the push-up position, please. And from here, we're gonna go back on our belly. And then we're gonna have our hands under our shoulders. Go back on your belly. There we go. And then we're gonna push up into like a cobra position. Keeping your hips up, keeping your hips flat on the floor. We're gonna push our shoulders up. And do we have any pain here?
No.
Perfect. And there we go. And our next test, we'll be doing the rotary stability test. So here she's going to be on all fours. She'll be on all fours. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have the same side arm and the same side leg extend. And then we're gonna have the knee and the elbow touch, and that'll be one repetition for this test. And back down. And let's do the other side. And back. Perfect. Now let's do it again with the lateral view. And go ahead on this. Perfect. And the other side. Perfect. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and do the spinal flexion clearing test, where she's going to go down with her knees apart, and she's going to go into a child's pose with her arms straight out and her hips held back. And do we feel any pain here?
No.
Nope. And perfect. And that right there, that was our functional movement screen test. Thanks.